So, what is going on, guys? This is Trackmaster914, aka Josh Lee, and I'm here with something pretty unique. Now, the thing is, you guys have clearly seen on the channel, or not watched, but have at least seen the thumbnails, of me playing Wreckfest. Now, honestly, I mean, the recording itself, yeah, it looks kind of choppy, but it actually runs a lot better when I'm actually playing it. But, anyway, besides the point. The main point here is that, well, I've been playing multiplayer a lot lately, and honestly, it is just completely wild, especially since it's Wreckfest. A lot of the bigger servers that everyone's in, there's no rules, so there's a lot of dive bomb and things like that. But we'll get into it. I'm not sure if this is the server. Actually, no, this is one of the servers, more no rule servers, one of those types. And I've been recording a lot of these online races, but I've started doing sections now. Something I have to mention is that usually when I play multiplayer on Wreckfest, I do it for about an hour or so, or at least record for about an hour. So at least like the recording itself is about an hour each time. These videos are going to be either edited out, and I'll be showing you the highlights, the craziest parts of what went down as I was playing online. And not only that, I decided to have a little fun with it. So essentially, whatever little Wreckfest online session I have, that I record, basically made a little point system out of it. Now, the guys racing, they don't know this. It's just something I'm doing for my sake. I don't know. I always like doing doing math, so I guess it's just another way of doing that. And honestly, the points are not to be taken seriously. It's just something that, something that I felt like doing for funsies. But anyways, with all that out of the way, it's time to take a look at what went wrong in this particular session. Alright, so here's the first race of this one. I'm not sure how many races there are as I'm editing this still, but here we are with race 1 at Norfolk, okay? I'm gonna call it that because it sounds like I'm saying the F word every single time. And yeah, so this one was interesting. I tried to switch to another car, but I was stuck with this one as I changed too late. And yeah, off the start, I usually don't like starting in front in these servers, mainly because of how crazy it is. And as you'll see with other server races, other races in different servers, as you'll see as I upload more of these videos, I tend to get wrecked out from the front at the very start. I always wind up dead last after like the second corner or so because of how chaotic things are with these guys. And yeah, I actually started off pretty well here, all the way up to second, but honestly, I don't know if I felt under pressure or what, but I was just taking these turns way too tight. As yeah, you see two cars just pass me right there in that corner. I could have nailed that corner easily, but I'm just worried about, trying to hit the apex. And basically, these guys, yeah, you can tell I'm doing it here too. Like, I'm just hitting that trying to hit that apex. But usually when I do, these guys just dive bomb. Now, I forgot I said a lot of these servers have no rules. I'm not sure. I mean, this one has a couple rules. For starters, you can't reverse, and I made a mistake there. Yeah, because I felt under pressure. I wasn't looking behind. And yeah, now see, that's what I was worried about. But then again, it was right on me. But yeah, I just got passed bit by bit here. I could have easily went after the leader, but it's just that peer pressure of these guys, hammering into me. Because, that tends to happen in these servers. And it is not pretty, trust me. Like, I've been through it all. And yeah, I just got sent there. Like, it's been a really rough time. Especially this race, like, you see me going through the motions. I wound up taking him out there, so there are no rules against that, but I think the only rule is that you can't reverse. Oh, and in the chat, you can only speak German and English. I guess, I don't know. I guess whoever's in charge knows German. Yeah, hitting the apex there. A lot happened. As I just go through, you see me 9th now. Like, I was having a really rough time. And it's just, I don't know what to say. It's just, see me going through as I'm down to 9th. And the thing about these servers, I don't know. Oh my, this one. Yeah, I'm just going like 2 laps to go. I see this dude got sent to the moon. I forgot what the reset is, because like there's a timer on the reset. Like you have to wait, like I think you have to hold the reset button for like 2 seconds in some servers, sometimes just 3. And one more harder server, and yeah, that was a pain to watch. Like I was actually doing all right, only to just run into a corpse, a dead car that was just rolling backwards for some reason, as Nox already won. And by the way, I just got on the final lap here, and Nox has already won. That just tells you how far back I had fallen from all that chaos. Or at least amongst my mistakes, my paranoia, which honestly got the better of me. And yeah, I'm just lapping buses at this point, as you can tell. Like, my goodness. I thank goodness I was able to actually, like, get a decent finish out of it. Like, at least I finished in the top 10. But, like, I'm still kind of annoyed that I raced the way I did. I, like, crashed to the finish line. And honestly, I'd show you the point standings, but honestly, I'm just going to use the points that are used in this server. It doesn't really matter much, but, like, yeah. Whatever points are shown on this server, that's the points that you're going to see from here on out. Alright, so race 2 is going to be at Espadalen Speedway, which I haven't really pronounced so far. I think I remember this track setup. It was pretty bizarre. But anyways, few guys that have quit from that first race. So, apparently Big Fat Chicken joined in. Beaver Fever quit. I guess he joined in the middle of the race and he decided to just not be patient about it. And about the car situation, well, I switched to Dodge Charger, known as the Bullet, but it's, you know, it's clearly a Dodge Charger. This is one of my favorite cars to race in the game, though. Depending on the track, it's just not the ideal car, especially in online servers against the psychos that are in these servers. But oh man, yeah, and as always, the bus. I don't know if that's on purpose or not or what, but yeah, oh yeah, and there you go. That's what I was talking about just beforehand. I'm always, even if I'm starting in like the top 10 at the start of the race, I get wiped out within 2 seconds because of how crazy it is, especially how chaotic these guys are. And yeah, that bus, I don't know if that was on purpose or what. Like, he just did not get going at the start, and then just power drove into everybody. I think he power drove into me, in fact, as you just saw there. And there's a tight left-hand corner which I wasn't aware of. I wasn't looking at the map. I just went right into him. And yeah, just a big pile up. Everyone's resetting left and right. And as you can see there, rubber ducky on the roof. I don't know why that's the thing. And yeah, he just dives into me. Because, you know, no rules. Oh, jeez. No rules aside from, well, you can't reverse. Or go the wrong way. I think that's another rule. You can't go the wrong way, which is why we're yet to see that in this server. And yeah, I got screwed by the bus again. Yeah, that's why you're yet to see someone go the wrong way in the server. Because that's something you'll notice with some of the other servers that I'm going to be showing you, or other action from other servers I'm going to be showing later on in the channel. Oh boy, yeah, I messed up in the corner, but I made up for it by just going reverse before anyone could just pile drive into me. Because I know that bus would certainly try it out. And yeah, as you notice, I try to stay away from that bus. I won't try to just pass it. I'm trying to finesse my way around the bus. Because if I just pass him going into a corner before actually going into the corner, I feel like he'll just pile into me. And yeah, I realized that I could not miss that bus stop. I thought I could get away with it, but nope. It's considered wrong way. So I guess that the checkpoint is in the bus stop itself. But you can't miss it. And yeah, I just got passed up there. And though, yeah, a bunch of guys catching up, I just slow down so they don't, like, absolutely murk me in the final turn. And, well, they still get me anyway, going to lap 4. But it's no problem. No one piles into me. I'm able to keep on going. Oh, I just got packed there by Big Fat Chicken. And he is just, I think that's a drifting station wagon. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Hammerhead RS for those guys who care about Wreckfest names. And I think he lapped me. And yeah, I just smashed to the dead bus. And yeah, I think Big Fat Chicken there is on the lead lap. He's the leader, or at least top 3, because he just lapped me. And a while later, I just kept smashing into stuff, and I was in critical damage with 2 laps to go. The guy, Romcon, already won. And a few guys quit. The Durfell 777 has already quit before the race is even over. So he's going to be scored as if he was never there in the first place, because I'm just going by whatever the results show at the end of the race. And yeah, this did not go well. I was just trying to survive at that point. I didn't really care about passing anyone else. But another thing to note is that when the guy wins the race, there's a timer that goes off for a time left. So I guess they just go. So the guy wins the race, and then there's a timer. And if you don't finish in time, well, you're considered a lap down, just like I am. And here are the point standings after that second race. I'm still in the top 10, so I'm surprised I actually did that good so far. So props to me, I guess. And here's the rest of the standings. I'll keep showing the guys who are gone from then on, just to show the full thing. But anyways, that is race 2. Alright, so race 3 is at the Savlak Sand Pit. Now, this was quite the interesting race. Now, yeah, I tried to look around for what other cars I could use. I had a A-Class Rammer, but honestly, I decided to just stick with the Dodge Charger, which, honestly, I kind of regret to do. But anyways, let's get to it. Now, Savlak Sand Pit, I've always had kind of mixed feelings to this track, but I absolutely hate racing at Savlak Sand Pit. Actually, I hate driving any configuration of the sand pit, particularly this one, most of all, because, well, you can see what's going on there. It's just, like, especially online, I hate this configuration. It's just an absolute pain, especially with the factor of dive bombing, which doesn't happen too often in this server specifically, as you can tell. Well, I just got dive bombed there. So I actually, first lap, not the worst. I mean, you can still see me taking it easy there, especially with the drifting and how I drive. And yeah, there you go. And that's kind of why I didn't want to use this car here. The cornering of this car, if you can tell from the stats on the car, as showed me like changing cars, it's a rough time. And then the first big hurdle, I don't know if that was his fault or whatever, but I somewhat bumped the hill, then he nudged me. You know what? It's kind of a mixture of both. And then as I reset, I just go smack into the barrier as I was not looking around as I reset. So that's another hurdle. But anyways, yeah, you see me going through. I'm just dead last at that point, as no one was out. And yeah, basically no one DNF'd in this one. And I kept on flipping over, as you can see there. No one really DNF'd in this one, and as I reset, the leader passed me, Knox, who already won the first race in this little endeavor, over this little walkthrough here, and I just let him by. Initially, I thought of just wrecking him, but honestly, I decided to let him go. I wanted to just run my own race, and yeah, guys are just quitting as opposed to just DNFing, which honestly, that's what bugs me, and that it's a recurring pattern. And I just smacked the wall there, just trying to let him by as well. I didn't want to get into him either, which I forgot who that is. It's kind of hard to tell from this point of view. And yeah, as like the laps just wind down, I'm just last out the whole thing. It just did not go well, as I'm just drifting down the corner, and I'm just sliding around. I know, what was it here? I think cars, yeah, I messed up there. Yeah, again, laps winding down, and as I let more guys by, I bumped that barrier, and then went right across a big fat chicken, and then I just had to reset again. And as I do that, I get bumped from behind by Captain Obvious. And as I just let him by, actually I didn't, well, I did let him by, but in the final corner, I just said screw it, and sent him into the wall. Which, I think he really did not like that, as you'll see later. And yeah, Knox won the race, because, Knox is just too good, I don't know what it is. And then heading to the final corner, yeah, you can see he's just all over my rear end. And as I drift around the corner here, I let him by, and yeah, Captain Obvious, like I just said, I think he tried to go after me there, tried to do the exact same thing, and it did not work out. Whoever was in that small car just lost control randomly. I think he tried to, like, slide for the corner, but over-rotated already. I went by whoever that red car is, who already finished. And as the laps winding down, I couldn't even get to the finish in time once again. So yeah, once again, wound up finishing a lap down, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Not too thing over it. Knox wins the second race in the session, And yeah, here's the point standings. I am out of the top 12 in points. So that's just great. Yeah, more guys left. So Dr. Cool, Durator, Chevy Sarge, all that. Alright, so it's time for race 4. And this one was quite the interesting race to say the least. So for starters, a few guys, Perplex left the server. So I don't know. From the looks of the chat, I guess he was pissed at Captain Obvious. Not sure what he did. I didn't really see what happened. And I thought of switching to the Rammer, but I decided to just stick with the good old Dodge Charger, which I would somewhat regret in this race. If you looking at this, yeah, it did. Yeah, it's already just a mess out the gate, and you just wow, you got turned in front of me. You're just wow. I wind up in the back without really doing much. I'm just trying to see what was unfolding, and yeah, I was just that was a bad spot to really do that. But you know, it is what it is. I get turned around and just oh man, yeah, I was pissed at this point. Just to say, like, oh man. Well, anyway, I keep on going with this one. I don't remember what particularly happened. Oh, well, a bunch of guys just got wrecked around here, trying to make the corner. Actually, I remember missing the corner, and I thought those guys would miss it too. I don't know. Some of these guys are just heat-seeking. So at that point, I'm already second to last, and we're already about halfway through this course. But at this point, I don't know if I remember this track well from this point, at least at the time this was made. But I guess I got a hang of it pretty quickly as I actually start to gun it a lot more. I go through the corner, the guy in the wagon spins out, still hits me anyway. And that's roughly the full lap. Okay, one more turn there, and then yeah, that's a full lap. Now, if you guys haven't noticed a pattern lately, for each and every race, I've been showing you the whole first lap, and then it's just highlights from then on of what went down. Yeah, that wagon just passed me. I let him by because I don't know what he's gonna do. Some of these guys are crazy. And yeah, wow, I guess there's just calamity in that area, and then I'm just somewhat stuck in the middle of all of it. As yeah, they just go around. I thought I'd flip over there. Wagon got wiped out. I somehow missed him. I think I missed this corner again, and this time someone did crash into me. No, yeah, there. Like I don't know what NLX was doing. Probably points wise, I think NLX passed me at this point. I think, and yeah, I'm just struggling. Another guy goes by me because I don't know. I guess I'm just afraid or something. I'm really like, I'm kind of like paranoid, especially with driving this car. Which makes me wonder why I keep driving. Oh, geez, yeah, I got whooped there. Bounced off of that. And then, yeah, that's enough of the action for the most part. A whole lap of doing nothing. I finally start passing guys again once we start heading to the final lap. Mainly because other guys just wrecking each other out. And I'm able to pass all of them. And it worked out, but I don't know. This was a bit frustrating, even though I got a hang of the track eventually. And T-Jack Jan, I think that's the name, is who wins in his debut. And yeah, guys like I said, guys crashing left and right. T-Jack, I think this was his first race in this session, or at least from me playing. And yeah, he won the race in his debut. So at least debut in this one. And yeah, not much else happened, and I just went on to finish, well, after smacking the wall, or no. I think, with a few seconds left to spare, I was able to cross the finish line, so I was not put a lap down, which I hate being put a lap down. It's not really a hindrance, you don't lose points over it, but I just don't like it. I don't like when it happens. And yep, there is the point standings. Knox is just getting away with the lead at this point, as some guys just in front of me in points are leaving left and right. That put me up to 9th. So yeah, that's race 4. Alright, so race 5 is at Boulder Bank Circuit. This track, or this race, oh man, okay, so I'm gonna spoil it here. This is the worst run yet in this session. So yeah, I finally decided to just switch to the Rammer. See what I could do with it. I actually like running this car. I boosted it up to Well, not only did I boost up to A class, I decided to upgrade it a bit more. That way I have a bit of a better chance, because it's kind of on the, you know, weaker side of A class, if you notice there. 261 compared to the other guys who are like up to 334 and whatnot with the rip-off Corvette, aka the Super Venom. Now this race, in the first start, this is infuriating. In the first corner, it looked like it would be smooth sailing, but then I just clip into a small rock which stops me dead in my tracks, and then the guy behind me just shoves on by, like just shunts me forward, which seemed fine at first, but then I just kept getting pushed and like this stopped me dead in my tracks, and I really hate that. And you notice there was a little crossover, which actually, is that part of the track? I don't know. There is a crossover somewhere. I'm not sure we're at it yet, but yeah, there's a bunch of guys wrecking out, and that's the only way I've been passing these fools. And by the way, yeah, Nox is back here because, I don't know, even Nox wasn't lucky this time around. But we have to see about that. And yeah, they're just wrecking each other in that corners. Like, so many of them flew over there that I thought it was a shortcut, and then I realized, oh snap, that's not the shortcut. And by the time I get back on track, all those guys just reset and went by me, and that was even more infuriating. But it gets even worse. So yeah, that's a crossover there. But these next few corners here are just really high pace, and there, yeah, I just got nudged there ever so slightly when I get nailed by the guy in the station wagon. Then as I'm flipping over, this semi-truck decides to ram into me. There was no need for him to do that. That was heat-seeking. I'm not sure if I said in the chat. I'll have to check later, but that was heat-seeking. There was no need for that. Could have went by me without doing that, but whatever. And that is the first lap done. And I'm at 9 health already. Anyway, yeah, like, it was just frustrating. I'm basically dead last. I'm going by Brager. Actually, no, I let him by. And then it seems like things would be smooth sailing from there. But then this happened. So yeah, that was my first time, or your first time, seeing me race at Boulder Bank Circuit. And it's a complete disaster within 1 lap. A lap and quarter even, actually, probably. And yeah, there's LMJ in the lead, and he's basically there for basically the rest of the race for the most part. I mean, I didn't really show you the rest of it, but yeah, it's just smooth sailing, while the rest of them, who knows? I guess I just didn't switch to the other guys. I probably should have if I wanted to check out what they were doing, especially at this point when I was recording. I knew full well I was going to do this series. I was going to, like, sort of do this sort of, like, format. So yeah, LMJ would go on to win and just smashes right into the wall. That's pretty comedic. But man, yeah, I wound up dead last. Only 20 guys stuck around. So at least that helps me, I guess, in terms of points. But yeah, it's still just frustrating, I tell you. And yeah, LMJ wins his debut. I think, no, he did not. Well, that's only his second race. But anyway, yeah, the point standings just increase and increase. Nox is just away with the lead at this point. I fell back to 13th with that. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. Hopefully, race 6 is a lot better. Though, yeah, no, I highly doubt that. Alright, so race 6 was at Firewood Motor Center now. I have mixed feelings about this track, especially in regards to online servers. And then now, basically, as you can see here, I'm like basically trying to remove, add, just, you know, certain things, just trying to like get some more power out of the car as much as possible. Because honestly, I don't know, I don't trust these guys, so I just, you know, thought it'd be best if I rammed them with that front piece. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, the start's bad here too. Yep, got bumped from this guy. He came from the left, just crossed over to the right, and just like that, I'm dead last. Before the first corner, like, man, every time, it really gets me every time. But of course, the massacre just keeps on going for like 2 or 3 turns, so I'm able to get by these guys without a problem. So I go from dead last to 14th within like 2-3 corners. So at least that helps out a bit, just a little bit. As you can see, it's just like absolute chaos. It's going through this first lap. Or actually, well, I mean, it gets fairly tame here. As you can see, guys are still resetting. Wow, Gaslick got dive bomb. So in retrospect, I'm glad that he passed me the way he did. It really saved my butt. Let's head to lap 2. Yeah, more guys is getting that, and just like that, I'm in the top 10 from all that chaos. Then we got the Jurassic Park skyline. That's what I'm calling it. Grimshire, I think his name. So yeah, Grimshire getting up there in the, or not really up there in the standings. He's so far back from what from what I'm remembering, for the most part. I'm starting to stumble. I'm starting to get tired of watching this one, especially when it's just a far gone conclusion at this point, and Knox is just absolutely dominating in these races. And all the guys, and for the most part, a lot of guys who are close to him in the point standings have already left the server. But again, these guys are not aware of it. I'm just doing it for fun, but it's just crazy how a lot of those guys have left as Knox just continues to dominate. This is almost Max Verstappen domination. Almost. In fact, as far as I know, from what I'm looking at, I mean, he has 3 wins, so it's not really that Max Verstappen dominant, but still, 3 wins out of the 6 so far, or out of 5. 5, 6? Are we? I think we're on 6. I've lost track at this point, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, like these guys, yeah, those guys go wide, and at that point, from what I remember, I'm just dealing with these 2 for the rest of the race. As Michael just gets, yeah, he's just going into me. I wind up taking out Michael, hits the wall, and then I gotta deal with Mr. Golden again, Mr. Goblin again. And like at this point, I don't know if I forgot. You know, you'll see how it plays out. But I just try to brake. Man, I messed up in that corner. Here is the final lap, and Knox won. So yeah, that's the 3rd win. As you just going through it. I'm just trying to go by Mr. Goblin here. Like, it was such a hassle. I don't know, like, he started to actually smarten up as we got near the end. Well, not only that, I started to mess up trying to get through some of the corners. Like, I tried to, like, sort of out-turn. I don't know, it's like, I feel like I was not hitting the apex right. I was getting into the corners too soon. But I tried my best. At least I finished top 12, which no one says that in regards to top 12, but anyway. It is what it is. So yeah, here are the point standings for this race. As or after this race, yeah, Knox is getting away with it at this point, like no contest. Like, my goodness, man, I don't know. Like, you see me there, so at least I'm top 15 standings. But it's like foregone conclusion at this point. I think Knox is just won the title already. Alright, so here you are, race 7, and this is the final race for this little session I'm showing you here. And honestly, yeah, I decided to just switch back to the Charger. Yeah, multiple guys quit. NLS quit, I think, before the 6th race. So yeah, amongst the guys who are left, things are not going so well for me. At least amongst the guys who are starting. Yeah, of course, as always, the start does not go well. I get pitted by !7. That's what I'm calling him. I'm not sure if I said that at all throughout the whole thing, but I have recognized him. He's up there in the point standings. And yeah, just going through him. And yeah, at this point, yeah, I did the math, and Knox is basically clinched the title. I probably 2 races ago, and yeah, I got pitted by, I can't tell who that is, but I wound up here for way too long. And I got, for some reason on the reset, I turned left again. I think it was on instinct because it threw me off when it just reset me automatically. So I just committed to turning left, and yeah, that's just what happened there. So yeah, this last race just did not go well for me. Going through this whole lap. So at least the car is still very well alive. After the first lap. Yeah, a lot does not happen in this one. As you can tell, I am second to last. And even here, it's a mess up. Like, I struggle in that corner. I never really go for the left side, crossing over to the right. As you can tell, I'm always using the same path. I don't know, I trust that more. But there starts to be more action. I take out Pilazox, I think. Dealing with whatever that name is, I'm not going to say it. Doing Michael and Sonic X, he drifted around better. At least I took out these guys. So maybe I feel a bit better about what happened to me at the start. Just cracks my fingers, yikes. But yeah, like, and there goes Michael and Sonic X. But LMJ is just on a roll, and he's already lapping me, as you can tell. Like, I don't know, he's just, there's something about him. Which, I think he made a start, LMJ made his first start in race 4. And that just tells you how good he's been ever since. And I just hit a corpse, and then I got sent back down there, only to get drilled again, which I think is Pilzox. And yeah, LMJ gets his second win. So props to him for that one. But man, I was just fed up with these guys. I almost pitted Pilzox, but I decided to just let him and Sigma Male go at it. But then Sigma Male just drills me into the wall, or tried to send me into the wall. And it's just me versus Pilzox again. I feel like I go through Pilzox a lot, at least in this one. But never mind. Oh wow, I got hit from behind by Sigma Male. There was a lot going on in this one. I don't remember if I passed Sigma Male or not. I just know things are chaotic near the end. Michael and Sonic X, I think, already finished, and that's why he's rolling there. And I just let Sigma Male go by. I don't trust these guys anymore. And yeah, I wound up finishing 17th after all that chaos. And now we take a look at the final point standings. I already told you who's the champion, so no drum roll needed for this one. Bit anticlimactic for first time showing you the online sessions here. But here are the standings. So yeah, Nox clinched the title. He's 40 points ahead of Captain Obvious. Bibica 19-17 there. And yeah, honestly, amongst all the guys, I just noticed this, amongst all the guys who have ran every single race in this online session I have here, I'm second to last. This Palpath 00 is dead last amongst the guys who ran every single race. And even then, LMJ passed both of us, so we're both suckers, I guess. And the rest of these guys basically left the server a long time ago. While these, or at least some of these guys got points in this one. And Slayer, whatever, he only got 5 points. His only start in this, so yeah, that's about it for this one. As I really want to do more of these. Actually, I already have more. I did a whole bunch of online sessions. I just haven't shown them off yet. A whole bunch of replays to show you. So there's gonna be plenty more of this content to come. Remember, like, subscribe, all that, and yeah, that's about it.